Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to an Australian Esports League presentation. We will be bringing you Match L for tonight, which is between Mate in 6 versus zSWY. My name is Coldblood, and joining me for my very first AEL presentation, it will be Tonders. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright, Cold Blood. I'm keen to cast this game between MI6 and zSWY. MI6, pretty prominent Australian team. They've been around for a little while and got some big names. Fimofu, Roger Dodger, Gosu Panda.
Hoes over
They
bros,
just
that's what their name is apparently.
10 seconds to go.
they tagged up as that, I think, but they are
Radiant's
zSWY. I think
banned.
they're
Okay.
from they're this Singapore team.
Ah, yes.
So
That would explain
Dyer's
why we
pick.
one of their names. Oh no, sorry. I thought Chicane was on their team, but looks like they just got a player called Y.
Radiant's
yeah,
pick.
Y God is usually what he tags under, but should be all good, and yeah, we'll see how they decide to draft. My team versed zSWY last night, and they picked a really push lineup, and just unfortunately they got their timing wrong, and we were able to squeeze the victory. And we'll see what they want to draft against MI6.
Okay, so we can see that Pugna, Lich, Elder Titan, and Crystal Maiden will be the bans out. All very, very common bans
10
out. Of course,
seconds to
the
go.
Elder Titan never ever loses a lane. Lich, very powerful with controlling
5
experience and the Chain Frost. Crystal Maiden, very annoying with the Frostbite. Pugna, I still not sure why he's
Reserve
so
time.
strong, to be honest with you. He's got a lot of perks to him, particularly the Nether Ward. And Weaver, he is the bane of noobs like me, Tonders. I was playing Spectre the other day, or might have actually been yesterday, and Weaver just he did things to me that I would prefer not to think about.
Radiant's pick.
Although I just
Yeah,
farmed for 30 minutes and killed his whole team later on, but starting off he was very, very annoying. So a good Weaver is very difficult to deal with.
yeah. Well, a Weaver that knows his timings, like with the Sakuchi and the Germinate attack, if he can get a Germinate attack and a Sakuchi off at the same time, that's already 250 plus damage going out onto one hero. So once he
Dyer's
gets those
pick.
leveled up, it's pretty. He's a nightmare for supports. I can tell you that now. I play
Yes.
support for my team, like, and we just versed a Weaver. Wow, just I need to carry sentries and dust
All the time.
and gems the whole
Yeah.
game. The
You
whole
need to
game.
try and get tanky enough to warrant having a gem.
Yeah, well, I tried carrying a gem. That didn't work out for me.
Yeah,
So.
oh, the Bounty Hunter would work well against him. I would not be surprised to see Mate and 6 ban him out to stop
10
the Weaver
seconds to
being
go.
tracked down. Tonders is from Team Rest, everyone, if you did not know that, so you're
Dyer's
make
banned.
sure to tune into his games and cheer him on as he lights the map up like a Christmas tree. We will have the Veno and the Timbersaw locked in by zSWY. I think I got that right. Veno, of course, looking very handsome since the Three Spirits
Radiant's
update.
banned.
Timbersaw, very strong offlaner, and the Alchemist could either be a carry or he was a support earlier on in the game. I was watching Tonders, and he was a very strong
Dyer's
support at that.
banned.
Well, yeah. In this new patch, the way that Ice Frog changed his ultimate, it's much more beneficial for him to be on a support or a mid role. Support is still probably my favorite position for him to be on. My team personally, we haven't played him that much, but we are looking into it.
10 seconds to
But
go.
the concoction is such a strong disable, and it's
5
got a long
seconds.
range on it as well. If you're good with your positioning, you should always get that concoction stun off.
Reserve time.
Yeah, for sure. Of course, he can carry because of the Grievel's Greed, but it is a
Radiant's
little bit more
banned.
difficult. He needs some time to get going. As we now are into the bans, Outworld Devourer and Bristleback. The bans out by Mate and 6, showing how little I know with that one.
Radiant's pick.
Haven't actually seen Bristleback very often, but I
Well-
know he's got a very synergistic kit.
Bristleback's been getting picked and banned every game in the
Ah.
Chinese scene at the moment. He is just in this sort of new meta. It's kind of more dual lanes that are more prominent, and that's when the Bristleback can shine.
Yeah, so, well, glad to see
10
some
seconds
other
to
teams.
go.
I've only been casting Aussie teams up until now, so we're seeing a little
5
bit
seconds.
of divergence there. I had the Cyber Gamer overlay up, we've got rid of that now. Chen and Visage going to be the
Reserve
bans out
time.
by the Radiant side. Of course, Visage very good with the Grave Chill, and I've seen some awesome micromanagement with the Familiars. And Chen, of course, if you get a Dark Troll Summoner, you can be a real pain in the behind with that one. As the Hose Over Bros, I'm trying to remember what their actual name was, I think it was WSY, they're
Yes.
deliberating on their third pick. Is there anything you're expecting here, Tonders?
Well, at the moment, they can have a pretty strong dual lane with Venom and Timbersaw in the off lane. That will always go well for you. Really hard to shut that down. And they end up going for the Naga, which is not a bad idea against a team like Mate and 6. Mate and 6 are really... They want to wipe you off the map in 15 minutes sort of team. So picking a Naga Siren with that song to disengage is always good.
Well, if we do see the duo lanes coming out, should we be picking up that ultimate a little bit sooner than we would normally see? There's a lot of AoE potential, honestly, between the Veno, the Timbersaw, and the Naga Siren. Like you said, Invoker with his global Sunstrikes, hoping to see some big plays there. Or we could see more of a Wex build where he goes for, I'm trying to think of what it is, probably the control with the Cyclone and the Wind Wall, or Ice Wall. Lone Druid will be the other pickup for the zSWY guys. Have seen him played very strong. Actually, I haven't seen him lose a game yet in over on Cyber Game at Tunders. He, with the micromanagement of the bear and how strong it gets with the early Orb of Venom, he has a great skill ceiling, so it's going to be difficult for Mate and 6 to deal with. They're going to want something with control to keep the bear away.
Well, yeah, at the moment, if the bear gets an entangle on a hero like Invoker or Weaver, that hero... Weaver has the time-lapse straight away. Invoker, I don't know what he does. He's just going to get absolutely crunched by the tools. He could
Cyclone the bear up. He could... I believe he has a stealth as well. He could use that to get away.
Yeah, he's got the... Invis. I'm trying to think of it as
with their build, I wouldn't be surprised, or with their team comp at the moment, I wouldn't be surprised to see more of a Quas build come out. With I think there's some kind of build where, that might be Wex and Exort, where you get the two fire spirits up very quickly. A Quas build means he'd be a bit tankier, which with a Alki Weaver early on, they're quite squishy. So the zSWY guys, they could be looking for some early plays here, particularly with Naga Siren's locked down in the Ensnare and Veno's the Venomous Gale, if that manages to catch someone. So I think Mate and 6 would really like an early game hero here, maybe something like a Lion.
Well, we'll have to see. They have been favouring. Usually, they try to match up the Alchemist with the CM or the Veno, actually. So both of those heroes have been denied to them, and we'll have to see. That's probably what they're thinking about here. Their usual support hero to partner up with the Alch is not available.
10 seconds to go.
So they will have to dig into the depths of their repertoire to pull out something here. But I think, there's your remake.
That's a very smart one against the Naga Siren and the Veno. Just realised, Tonders, that zSWY is actually up the top of the screen, so hopefully we remember to look at that one so we know the actual name here. Last Ben's out, we're going to need I think we're going to need, or if you're thinking duo lanes, we're going to need some kind of damage dealer for Mate and 6.
5 seconds.
If Alki doesn't go carry, they do need some right-click damage, and the zSWY guys, they've got a decent bit of AoE lockdown and damage. So, what are you proposing that Mate and 6 want to ban out?
I reckon Mate and 6 want to ban the Puck here. Puck for zSWY will be really strong at the moment. I think if I were zSWY, I would put Timber Veno in the off lane and have Naga Lone Druid in the safe lane, and then have a Puck mid. That would be great because Puck does really well against Invoker. And there you
go.
There's the ban. So, and they're going with the Night Stalker. Whoa, this is going to be interesting.
Oh, I wish Hawksbach was here. He's been wanting to see a Night Stalker ever since they changed the night and day to last 4 minutes rather than 6. So this will be very exciting. We'll have to see how they manage to control that one. I can imagine Luna is not going to, or was it Mirana? No, Luna is not going to be picked up here to turn it into night. That would be quite detrimental. Do you have any predictions?
Well, Mate and 6, they have 2 heroes that right-click for farm at the moment. Maybe they'll look for a hero,
5 seconds.
An offlaner. They can still get a Furion if they want. He's in the pool. What else is there?
I wonder if they could go Clockwork. They're running out of reserve time. They need to pick something.
Clockwork.
No, you were right.
I couldn't believe Clockwork was still available. Like, Clockwork is such a good hero against Lone Druid and Night Stalker and Timbersaw, just because the cogs in the middle of the fight just disruption. But yeah, it looks like they choose to go with the Furion route.
Okay, so we're finally into the game here. We'll have to see how the lanes pan out. Of course, there
Everybody
is
get set.
a lot of pushing potential on both sides, really. I mean, Lone Druid, he can shove lanes quite quickly. We'll go over the teams here as they head on out into the map. So, for the zSWY guys, who, thankfully, the team name is actually up the top now, we will have Jenny on the Night Stalker. We will have Lightning on the Naga Siren. On the Lone Druid, we will have Ariel. On the Veno, we will have iMeteor. And rounding them out on the Timbersaw, it will be Y.
Yeah, and over on MI6's side, we've got Chicane playing that Rubik. He's going to get an early ward in, but the Bear's going to spot him out, and if they click on him, they'll see his inventory. Yeah, they know there's a ward there now. Ping goes out. Anyways, back to the lineups. We got Tiberism playing that Alchemist, Ghosty Panda on the
30
Weaver,
seconds to go.
Fimofu on the Invoker mid lane, and Roger Dodger playing that Furion on the... He'll be going safe lane by the looks.
Yeah.
Oh, unless... No, they are rotating the Weaver. I thought they were going to aggressive try lane for a second there.
Okay, so they know that the ward's down at the bottom lane. Looks like they drop a sentry, the zSWY guys. Going to drop a sentry and clear that out at the bottom. So they want control over this lane, and looks like you were right. Roger Dodger will be headed into the 1v3. I'm wondering if zSWY are going to want to react to that one. I didn't manage to catch what the stats said, as the illusion
Got a
room will
feeling
spawn
this
up the
is gonna
top,
be good.
and it will be popped by Thal Tibur.
It was just a shout out to me for
Okay.
casting after the emotionally draining game as a Crystal Maiden versus a Clockwork Puck Weaver.
Well,
So,
our hearts go out to you, my friend.
thank you. I said no more prac tonight to my team. I want to have a break.
Just relax. Yeah, fair enough. So we can see the 1v3 will be in both the bot and the top lanes. I can imagine that both Timbersaw and Nature's Prophet would do reasonably well in these. Of course, reactive armor has been leveled up by Y. He will get telekinesis up and Shikuchi through, but the reactive armor will, once he gets another level in it, I'm sure he'll be fine. Of course, he's got a lot of regen there. And Roger Dodger is going to be looking fine on the Nature's Prophet. The Alki Illusion going to spot out the... I thought there was creep pulling, but it looks like there is none so far. Of course, in the mid lane we have Jenny versus Fumafu, who has some... must be Chinese in his name there, and he will be starting off with Exort, which gives him some nice right-click power, but makes him quite slow and quite squishy. So he'll have to watch out, particularly since he's pushing the lane.
Bot lane initiation.
Well, as we can see, Roger Dodger, he will get snared on, and the bear doesn't actually have any abilities. Will he be able to get out of here? He's trying to break a line of sight so he can try and teleport out, but Ariel's going to run up and get the last hit there on the Lone Druid, who is going to be very happy with it. When the end is set in motion, he manages to say, very good start for the zSWY. Of course, the caster's Kiss of Death coming out onto the poor Nature's Prophet there, but since he is Nature's Prophet, he'll be back almost immediately. He'll be sad that he's lost the gold, but he's got some tangos, he's got the Ring of Basilisk, so I think with a couple of levels he'll be alright here.
Well, because of that, Lone Druid's going to get a really early hand of Midas if he keeps the farm up. And I don't know what Roger Dodger was doing. The supports were off the map, and yeah, he just left himself wide open for that backdoor attack.
Yeah. Okay, so apparently this is the first game Night Stalker's been in, but he's been a lot more popular since the changes I was talking about before, where Night comes about a lot more frequently. We can see the Haste Rune's going to spawn up at the top, with Sunstrike already being learned by Fumufu, so he does have the global presence now, maybe to try and synergize with the Nature's Prophet on his team. Sorry, I should bring up the last hits now that I think about it. Weaver and Invoker doing very well on the last hits as why he's got a point in the Timber Chain, very far from level 3 though, so he's not got much points in the reactive armor. He's not going to be able to do much here. Mate in 6 doing a great job of controlling this top lane at the moment, and looks like the bottom lane's starting to go a little bit more their way as a pause will go out.
Yeah, I really think this Venomancer should be rotating to the top lane right now. He's got 1 point Gale. He's going to be close to level 3 soon for the Plague Wards, even though you don't really want to place them in the lane. They just add effect for the slow. But with the Veno up in this lane, they can control it and get easy farm on the Timbersaw. If the supports, like the Alchemist and the Rubik and the Weaver, try to go on the Veno, then Timbersaw's just going to destroy them. Timbersaw can aim the supports and they can do nothing. His pure damage, burst damage is just way too much.
No, I definitely agree with you. I think the Veno needs to be headed up here as soon as possible. There is, of course, a lot of point and click CC on the side of mates in 6, so the engage will be inevitable. We're wondering what Meteor will decide to do. He does have one of each type of ward, so he could try and get a little bit of the vision control back. Wondering what Lightning will want to do on the Nagasara, and he does have Riptide and Ensnare, so he can reduce armor and freeze someone up. As Aerial and Lone Druid at 12 last hits. Fumo Fu in the mid on the Invoker, he'll have 13. Gosu Panda doing a great job with the 16 last hits at the top, 9 denies. Of course, his support's making that very easy for him.
Yeah, that's the denies is a big thing. Both in we can see Invoker has 7 in mid and the Weaver has 9 on top. So that's a lot of experience that is getting taken away from both the Night Stalker and the Timbersaw.
Yeah, we'll have a look in the difference in XP earned. Looks like it's very minimal at the moment. The gold, despite the first blood going to zSWY, the gold is looking bang on even. So that farm lead by the Invoker and the Weaver is helping them to maintain a balance there, as the bottle is on the chicken for Jenny on the Night Stalker. He'll probably be wanting to look at getting a little bit more rune control there, where Fu decided to go Boots of Speed first. He does have 400, so he's about 200 off of his own bottle. And I'm wondering which of these heroes has better rune control, actually. I imagine at night, Jenny will be looking to try and get those ones, as the smoke will be popped by the supports here, Tonda.
Both supports are smoked off, actually. So this could be a big clash in mid lane.
Oh.
The Radiant and the Dire supports are both smoked. They're going to run into each other, oh no.
Oh. Oh, it looks like the Alki is visible, so is the Rubik, as he's going to start channeling the Unstable Concoction. Sunstrike will go down onto Lightning, and there is nothing he can do about that one. Acid Spray will be used to keep him in that one. They will end up getting a kill back. I'm not sure who got that
deny.
one. Oh,
and the
deny.
Evil Tweak got a prize for witnessing. He's my teammate.
Oh, so nice deny coming out by Fumo Ofo, getting an auto attack off on his ally to deny that one. There must have been the, I think the Venomancer's Poison Touch must have allowed that one.
Yeah, Poison's thing, definitely. The Night Stalker's reaction to that was really slow. He could have made it a lot quicker to that engagement, and they would have got the kill on the Alk if he was there in time. But unfortunately, not there. And it was a 2-0. Oh, it's been, it was a 1 for 1 trade, even though one was denied.
Yeah, one with a deny. Looks like the support's not yet finished with poor Jenny here, as I Am Meteor going to be popping the Clarity Potion on himself. He is still around. Is there a smoke on these guys? There is not, but of course there's a Boots on the Alchemist, as the Illusion Rune will spawn at the bottom part of the river. Jenny going to go down, refill his or her bottle with that one, and could potentially do a little bit of juking there. For the first time in the AAL, we see both supports find an engagement from both being smoked. Yeah, I don't think they expected to see each other in that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like the mate and 6 guys, they're still waiting around here, as Gosu Panda going to continue farming up a storm up at the top. Because of that engage, the Lone Druid will get ahead of Invoker there. Looks like Hand of Midas will be on Fomufu as well as the Lone Druid. Jenny will get jumped on here. He's getting slowed up. Unstable Concoction will go off. Pops the Illusion Rune. He's on top of the Acid Spray. Fade Bolt goes out from Rubik. Will not be enough, and he manages to escape that gank. Very well done there, and Mate and 6 put a lot of patience into that one, and it didn't get much from it.
The Night Stalker could have just killed the Alchemist so easily just then. Like, there's no more Disables left on the side of MI6. Alk dives behind the tower, and Jenny has a nighttime void and still doesn't use it. That's a 4-second slow, and that is a dead Alchemist, I can tell you now.
Okay, so he's being a little bit hesitant with that one, as we can see the pings going down by the Veno up at the top. He must be warning that the support's probably headed up to the Timbersaw here. He decided to go points in the Timber Chain rather than reactive armor. He drops yet another one in, so he's favouring mobility over the tankiness, I guess, because he's only 1v1ing at the moment. Probably a pretty good idea, as Ariel going to be farming up with the Bear. Hand of Midas is on the Bear, as well as the Orb of Venom. On the Nature's Prophet, we can see only Boots have been picked up.
Mid lane.
Oh, in the mid lane we can see, Fumufu going to to get demolished there. As I'm glad you found that one, Tondas. Double damage rune was picked up by the Rubik, and we'll have to see if they decide to use it. zSWY, they're doing quite well actually, as Timber Chain will go off from Y, is going to run into the corner, manages to dodge the swarm, as the double damage Rubik doesn't manage to do much of anything. And mid tower going to take a lot of damage from this one until the teleport comes in.
Yeah, well, it was a nice gank on Invoker, good timing. He's going for that Hanamitis, and he got killed. And when you're going for a Hanamitis, like rushing it, he got boots first, but when you're rushing it after boots and you die, that's still going to be a late timing. Yeah, he wants it ASAP, and we can see Lone Druid on bottom. He's already had his for a while, didn't use it once, and it's nearly off cooldown again.
Okay, so the gold going to slip more and more into zSWY's favour, only at about 150 or so at the moment. Items, nothing too exciting at the moment, as we really have to hand it to the zSWY supports. They saw that the enemy were roaming and said, well, looks like we're going to do the same, and they managed to get some successful fights in the mid after being denied the kill by the Invoker early on. Nature's Prophet, of course, can start joining in the fights with the Wrath of Nature and his teleport, so we've got to keep that one in mind, as Urn of Shadows will be finished up by Jenny on the Night Stalker here. Phase Boot's going to be finished up by Roger Dodger on the Nature's Prophet, and Nagasara bought something, but it's appearing off the screen. It looks like the Dust of Appearance, which will be very handy with the double smokes, as Thao Tibbo going to fall lower and lower. Of course, doesn't have the ultimate yet, so he can't quite run out of that one. Y going to get a very nice pick off there and finish off the jungle camp while he's at it.
Oh, mid lane as well.
Oh, we can see Nagasara going to get the ensnare down. I believe that was the slow from Jenny that went out. Sentry Ward goes down. The Invoker's stealth, what is that called? Ghost Walk, going to do absolutely nothing there, as Chicane runs up with the illusion runes, but it is too little too late. zSWY doing a great job at controlling this early game.
Yeah, well, this is the Naga Roam that's just showing you the ensnare has a really long cast range, and if you get someone slightly out of position, then they're going to be stuck for a while.
Yeah, they will be in a lot of trouble. So,
oh wow, top lane. Timber just comboed the Weaver not expecting that burst. Didn't time lapse in time.
Yeah, his time lapse is still available. Looks like there's 3 members of Mate and 6 in the mid lane here. The teleport will come in from iMedia on the Veno. He's at level 4. His fellow support also at the level 4. So the Song of the Siren and the very funny Veno ult, which can make kills come out a little bit later, is going to be available soon. How are the supports doing for Mate in 6? We can see level 3 on the Alki and level 4 on the Rubik. Spell Steal going to be very, very handy, as a Smoke of Deceit will be finished by Chicane as they go to head bot, or the trance will go down, and it looks like Gosu Panda going to get some revenge at the top. I'm sorry we missed that one.
Yeah, it looks like Timbersaw got greedy, hung around too long. That's one of those kills that you don't expect to happen. But bottom, this is what you expect to happen.
Radiant's top
Oh, you can see Roger Dodger's going to be ensnared by the bear. Will the bear manage to fix it off? No, he will not, as Ariel is going to pop the true form. Going to try and sprint away here. We'll get the items out of the way.
He has TP.
He has a scroll of teleport available, and the Alchemist whiz too fat to get through. Very nice
wow,
escape
he didn't TP back to base.
Oh.
What a man.
Oh, okay, so he just teleported to the other side of the trees as he gets the bear up with full health. Nagasara, I'm going to take down Rubik. I'm not sure where that was.
Entangle.
Oh, Sunstrike going to go down. It did a decent bit of damage to Ariel. Oh, Thal Tibbo. He gets ensnared, but he is invisible. I think the ensnare actually reveals him. Dust of Appearance will go off, and he won't be able to get out of that one. Beautiful play from zSWY there, with Lightning picking up a kill off to the side as well. Song of the Siren coming ever closer to being ready, and things looking very dire for the Mates in 6.
What a TP. Some Lone Druid. I couldn't believe it. I was like, he TP'd out of there, and I thought he was going to be in base. But no, he man TPs to the tier 1 and resummons his bear and gets a kill. So
no, manly is the only way to describe that move.
I did not see that coming.
No, the bear has his phase boots, so he's going to be able to get the ensnares off a little bit better. Chicane is almost at level 5. As a top lane, Gosu Panda is going to be going in, pops the time lapse to get a little bit of his health back, and then Shikuchi's out. Y is going to be running around trying to discover where he went, but of course Weaver, very, very slippery when he gets the Shikuchi off. When you see Tibar is up at the top as the Alki with 2 levels in the acid spray as well as the unstable concoction, but I don't think Weaver has the burst to deal with him just yet. The teleport going to be coming in by the Nature's Prophet. That will certainly do it as Gosu Panda going to be jumped on by the Timber Chain. Sunstrike will go off, and Invoker does get the kill there. I'm wondering if Mates in 6 wanted that one to go to Gosu Panda, or they'd be happy that the Invoker got that.
Well, Invoker getting that is always good for me. He had a little bit of a hard start. He got ganked twice. He's going for Henemitis. He does have it up, and getting that money is what he needs. He gets the experience as well for that.
Well, actually, he's worth 4,700 without getting that kill, and Invoker's 3,600 with getting it. So I guess if they don't want to put all their eggs in one basket, that's better that Invoker got that one. As you can see, the illusion ring going to be popped by Lightning here. Still doesn't have the Song of the Siren. Top lane going to be taking a lot of damage. It was a nice teleport by Roger Dodger to come in, as the Treant is going to distract the creep wave there. Why not able to save that one? A Glyph of Fortification was used, and it did not do enough. As nice by Mate in 6 to get the first objective there. As the Smoke of Deceit will be popped by the supports. The bottom tower are going to be taking a lot of damage from the creep waves. The Dust of Appearance goes off. Fate Bolt goes out. Weaver will pwn the Venomancer. Sunstrike goes in, does a lot of damage. Lightning tries to heal up, but Gosu Panda will pick up a double kill as Jenny. He has the advantage of the knight. He will be sprinting away. Timbersaw gets a return kill. Currently a 2-for-1 with Jenny being very, very low. And unfortunately, Fumu decided not to join the fight. He only threw out a Sunstrike, as Y is going to be chasing down. He does have the Timber Chain available. Will throw it out and get next to Tibo, but will give up. So it ends up being a 2-for-1 in zSWY's favour.
Well,
As the bottom lane also falls for Mates in 6.
Oh, Lone Druid got the tower during that? Oh, good job. I hate carriers that like don't come to fights and don't get towers. So
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing?
During that fight, the Weaver clutch time lapse. He was on like 30 health and got a time lapse.
I did see that, but I didn't mention it for some reason.
Also, Timbersaw missed the triple kill. He missed his hook onto a tree. Well, he missed his Timber Chain onto a tree. He could have gone to the right trees here, and he would have triple killed because there was no time lapse. That was dead set a triple kill. So a little bit of a misplay coming out from the Timbersaw there.
Okay, well, he's doing fairly well, even with that considered. The Tango is on the ground there, as Gosu Panda still up at the top lane. We can see, Fumofu going to be taking a lot of damage here. The telekinesis will go off on Jenny, trying to get him away. Actually takes a huge amount of burst. Sunstrike will take down Venomancer as well. So 2-for-0, fantastic response from Mates in 6 there. That was looking very dire for them, but a beautiful reaction will get them out of that one, as it looks like Force Staff is finished for the Invoker now. The parts of it are on the chicken. He pops the hand of Midas there. How many Midases do we have in the game, Tonders? Let's have a count. It's they're 3, and they're all on M in 6, so they're definitely going the late game route.
Yeah, there's one on the Landred as well, so we got 4 in the game at the moment. The thing about getting Henemitis against a Lone Druid, who got one before you, is going to be a bit scary, because this Radiance is going to be up soon, assuming that he does go Radiance, and I'm not sure if zSWY get their timing right. I don't think MI6 are going to have the items they need to stop the bear.
Yeah, well, they've gone for a bit of an economic investment, so there is going to be a period where that hasn't really paid off just yet. Smoke of Deceit will be popped. Spellsteal is available, as is the Alchemist's Rage. So the supports will be a little bit stronger. Song of the Siren is available. The Poison Nova was not skilled into. There's Jenny is going to be unstable concoction. Gets telekinesis, will be locked up in the air. Tries to get some damage off, gets a slow up on Chicane. Song of the Siren will be popped, and Snare goes off on Fumofu. They're going to try and get in here. Chakram will go off. The Rage of the Alchemist will get Tibor out of there, as Timbersaw will pick up a kill on the Rubik. The Nature's Prophet ultimate will go off. Double kill for the Invoker, as Ariel will be chasing down to Tibor here, but Chemical Rage going to make it very difficult to hunt him down there. Ends up being a 1-for-2 in Mate and 6's favour.
Play Venomancer.
Oh, okay, that was the wrong place to be. Oh, yeah, nice time lapse.
Yeah, the Weaver came sneaking around the back and did get the kill there, but there's still a fight going on at the moment. There's Entangle on Tiberson.
Oh, as the Bears chasing poor 2-0 down, he's trying to juke the AI, which is a little bit hard to do. Phase boots is available. No, he doesn't manage to go down in the end, as Jenny going to come in and witness that one. So taking that Alki down will help out a little bit, as Weaver going to pop an invisibility rune. And this game was definitely looking in zSWY's favour early on, Tondas, but mates in 6, they're starting to bring it back, and they have gone the economic route, like we said before. So it's definitely going to be down to Aerial moving into this mid game, I feel.
Well, that last fight, the Naga had Song when she TP'd in and used net first. If she Songed, then the Night Stalker lives. And then that fight goes completely the way of zSWY. So just a few little mistakes going wrong.
Or as Roger Dodger is going to knock up Lightning here, Shikuchi will come forward. Wrath of the Ancients comes out. Weaver auto attack will end up picking that one, but Aerial comes in from behind, doing a massive amount of damage. Shikuchi goes off by Gosu Panda. Ends up being a 1-for-1 when all is said and done. Chicane is coming in. Does have Void available, which of course not good at daytime. Jenny going to be definitely in the wrong place at the wrong time. Alki going to get the unstable concoction off. Will Jenny be able to get out? No, she will not. Aerial coming back in. Timber Chain going to be doing a huge amount of damage. Time lapse will go off. Tower, will he be able to teleport out? No, he almost does, but Whirling Death will end up taking him down. Shikuchi forward. Gosu Panda will go unstoppable, picking up the Venomancer there, as the Treant's going to block poor Aerial, and ends up being a 2-for-2 when all is said and done. What a crazy fight, Tondas, and it may not be over yet. No, it's definitely not set and done, as the Bear's going to run into Chicane, not do too much there. Gosu Panda will get ensnared up. Will the Bear combo his on as well? He will indeed. Gosu Panda, will he manage to get out? He has been dust of appearance, gets ensnared up again. And Aerial mega kill streak, ending that one. 817 onto the lone druid who had a Midas at 6 minutes.
He has Rad. He can afford Rad. That's crazy.
He can get Radiance. This is looking very dire for mates in 6, despite their fantastic play. And we'll have a look at what this stat says. Since the change to Armlet of Mortigan Glitch, Radiance is one of the most popular items for lone druid when comboed with an early Midas. Well, it definitely makes sense to get that one, as bot will be finished up by the Invoker, going to be able to have a little bit more global presence, as the top rune will spawn as Illusion.
Well, I think the problem that's gone with zSWY here is that they went for a Night Stalker pick and they haven't gone ganking with it. They really, if they were going to pick a mid hero like that, they maybe could have just gone for the DK, the Dragon Knight, and that probably could have served them a little bit better.
Or
a little
Queen
bit more
of Pain
tanky,
may have
has
worked
disabled.
as well.
Well,
Maybe
Queen of Pain against the Rubik is a little bit tough because there's no cast
right.
animation on telekinesis, and he can still blink. So, but I think if they were going to go like their strategy is fine, but I think instead of the Night Stalker, maybe pick a DK instead.
Okay, well, Illusion.
That bottom lane, fire breaks out with the Rad.
Let's see Rubik going to take down the lone druid as Song of the Siren goes off by Lightning. The supports are setting up, but there's not much they're going to be able to do. Unstable Concoction will go off on Lightning, does a decent bit of damage. Going to be trapped in the trees with the Weaver. Chicane manages to pick up a double kill. Almost missed that one, but you pointed it out in time, Tondas. I was just looking at the gold and the XP vastly in mate in 6's favour, despite being behind early on. Bloodstone going to be finished up by the Timbersaw, and Aerial got taken down very early in the fight there. Which is, he's got a lot of his team's gold, so he can't be dying that early.
Yeah, I think they really have to sit the Naga like right next to the lone druid and until he gets a few more items up, because mate in 6 they know that they've piled it on to all the money onto the lone druid, so they'll just sit on him for the rest of the game.
Oh, Roger Dodger being a little bit overconfident there, running into a Timbersaw with the Bloodstone up. Of course, going to have enough regen to set the Chakram out for a long time, giving him another stack on the Bloodstone. Lightning almost went too far forward. Riptide going to be stolen from Lightning, unfortunately for Chicane. Doesn't get the Song of the Siren, but Invoker going to pick that one up. Your ignorance ensured your demise, says the Invoker, as Urn of Shadows will be finished up by Thal Tibor. And Lincoln Sphere between 19 and 25 on Weaver. Gosu Panda beating this time by 1.5 minutes. He has a Lincoln, by the way.
Yeah, he does, and he went for that Midas first, and this is The
Oh,
problem.
Ariel, will he be in trouble? The bear comes out, Thao Tibor. He will get stunned and sunstruck. That's actually a lot of damage going down on him for not much in return. Of course, Chemical Rage going to heal up the swipe of the bear's claws there. And, whoa. Fu-Man, he is on the ball with these sunstrikes. Like, as soon as anything happens, you just see the woo.
Yeah, he's been hitting quite a few of them this game. I haven't been keeping count, but they definitely hit almost all the time.
I'm
Which
hoping
is pretty
someone
good success
TPs
rate.
back to base into a Sunstrike, because I saw that one, like the very first time I saw
Radiant's
Invoker,
top tower's
someone
hurting.
like, they made this awesome escape and they TP'd back to base straight into a Sunstrike, and I was like, oh my god! And Hawks was like, yeah, that happens all the time, man.
Yeah, if you double click your TP, you always TP to the same spot in the wells. So if you're an Invoker player, you should know the spot and
Yeah.
be able to get the kill pretty easily. But I would have liked to see this Timbersaw. He's just been farming. Like he's nearly level 16 for God's sake. 22 minutes in.
He's made some
Bloodstone as
nice,
well.
nice pickups, you have to hand it to him.
Yeah, he was able to solo a few of them early on in the game. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see the numbers of the hit miss there, but maybe just we'll edit that one. But yeah, I think the not doing the dual lanes hurt zSWY. Like the support roamings did okay, but not enough. The Nagasara and ulti came up too late, and the Venomancer, his spells came up too late as well. He only just got poisoned over now.
Okay, so we can see Fu. He does have the Yule Scepter of Divinity, so we could see the Cyclone into Meteor combo, which is quite popular. Gosu Panda going to be pushing the bot lane, and Roger Dodger is pushing out the top lane, just getting some jungle farm at the moment. Fu going to be jumped on by Jenny, and there's no escaping that one. Yule's on himself to try and buy some time. Force stuff through the wall. Dust of Appearance goes off, and the ward will go off. Ariel sprinting forward with his bear will not be enough. What a beautiful escape from Fu as the spell still goes off from Chicane, gets the Crippling Fear, which will actually be pretty crippling against Ariel, as Regen Rune going to be popped by Timbersaw up at the top part of the river. The mid tower probably going to be falling here. It does indeed, as Jenny barely manages to get out. Song of the Siren will be popped, ended early. Chicane falls to the Timbersaw as Gosu Panda going to be running in here. Shikuchi forward gets the damage down onto Lightning just as he gets the ensnare off on the Invoker. Will he go down? The bear taking a lot of damage from the tower. Jenny jumps forward, will manage to escape there as the Veno will go down. Why doing a massive amount of AoE damage, unstoppable as he takes down the Alchemist. Gosu Panda trying to jump down onto him. Nice Timber Chain out of the ring of trees there, getting slower and slower. Jenny going to try and teleport out. Will he make it? He does indeed, as Timber Chain goes off from Y. Gosu Panda Sakuchiing forward. Timber Chains once again to get out. He's got so much regen from the 11 Sex Bloodstone, continuing to get out of there, but Roger Dodger will teleport in front of him. Chakram will go off. A lot of bursts going down onto Roger Dodger. Actually, he may be forced to get out. Nice dodge on the sprout of trees. And no, he's not quite out of hot water yet. Gosu Panda going to be jumping forward. Why? He was trying to farm up the minions. Timber Chains once again. Auto attack from Weaver comes out. Lightning is here. Willie and Snare on the Gosu Panda. He does indeed, but Lincoln's will absorb it. He's going to try and take Lightning as a consolation prize. Gets forced out. What a beautiful escape from the Timbersaw, as the Crippling Fear will go off on Gosu Panda. He does have the time lapse, but he can't use it at the moment, and time is going fast, very long. Shikuchi will go off. Night Stalker gets the double damage rune, and after all that, no one dies.
Wow. During that fight, the Night Stalker did really well in picking the Invoker after it was nighttime, and he was able to get in the back and get the kill on the Invoker, and he got a lot of gold for it as well. So he's going to have his BKB soon, but he just abandoned the Timbersaw before up on the hill here. It was funny as
It's like,
TP's out.
not see ya. He just TP's out.
See you later, mate.
Oh.
But-
I have to say, Tonders, that the vision coverage from zSWY is absolutely fantastic around this middle part of the map. They're going to know if anything sneaky is going on, and when you're behind by as much as they are, 5,000 in the gold and about 3,500 in the experience, you need to be able to make picks, which is what they were doing before, and with some great micromanagement. This is how you come back when you're behind, and it's
Well,
great to see.
Yeah, at the moment there's still a tier 1 tower on top. I would like to see a rotation, and I wouldn't mind zSWY picking up a gem on Timbersaw right now. He has enough gold for it, and
Definitely
if they
tanky
pick up
enough.
a gem, Yeah, he's definitely a tanky nut. We just witnessed what, like
Yeah.
he had a big race.
Tanky,
across
and
the
you can
map.
never lock him down.
Like,
And it's
feels like
like
we've
Weaver's
really
meant to be
limited.
the thing that's hard to lock down, and he got away from one.
Oh, Timbersaw's generally he's a lot more mobile than the Weaver.
Oh,
Because
fair
of that
enough.
Timber Chain. Once Timber Chain's maxed, then yeah.
The Dire
It took
might
no
want to
time.
mine the top tower.
Shout out to
Dire's
Bloodlock
top
giving us
tower's
those
gone.
stats there. And just as you say it, Tons, they head on up top and obliterate that one. The Maelstrom has been finished up on the Bear. And it looks like Roche is the name of the game for M16. They will get that one down. Gozu Panda going to pick up the Aegis to go with his brand new Desolator. So, looks like the objectives are going to be traded back here. 2 top towers for a Roche and an Aegis on the Weaver, as the silence will go off onto Invoker here. Teleport goes off and will get cancelled by the tower going down. So 2 top towers for a Roshan. Probably not the best trade for the mates in 6 there.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, trading 2 towers for Roshan is just a normal Roshan, not a cheese one. It's never really a good idea, but it looks like there's gonna be a fight breaking out.
Oh, Lightning going to get unstable concoction. Sunstrike will smack her in the face. Will end up going down. Boots of Travel is now on the Timbersaw as well. Very much necessary against a Nature's Prophet. Azariel will be farming up, doesn't actually finish off the Ogre Bruiser as he got too far away and the Spirit Bear teleported to him. We can see mates in 6 sprinting down the mid lane here. Of course, Invoker going to be doing some pushing. Doesn't have the Boots of Travel for a few seconds. Will be up in time, and it looks like M in 6. Mates in 6, they know what they need to do here. Boots of Travel will go off by the Invoker. Glyph of Fortification used. Not going to be enough. Lone Druid getting the tier 2 in the bot. So the only tier 2 remaining for Mates in 6 is in the mid. Looks like they're trying to take a mid for themselves. Keep in mind, Gosu Panda does have the Aegis. Doesn't even care about the tower as he did pop time lapse there. Timber Chain will go off by wide to try and get up with Jenny. Song of a Siren goes off and will stop the teleport of Gosu Panda and Roger Dodger. Can he Sakuchi out? No. Yes, he can. The Aegis will not get popped. Lone Druid will take down the Alchemist there. As was that? Oh, that was actually at the bottom lane. He hadn't moved yet. Chicane doesn't have any spell stolen abilities. So very nicely done by zSWY to use the Song of the Siren to stop the defense of the Alchemist, as Ariel going to be taking the tier 3 at the bottom. Spell still will manage to get the Rabid, which probably not the best for a support Rubik. The Barracks going to be teleported onto the Bear, will get sprouted here. Meteor will go off. Will it be enough? Goes Panda doing a lot of damage to Arius. Kuchi will go forward. There is a bug on him from the Swarm, and that will be enough. But meanwhile, the tier 2 is going to fall in the mid just barely there. I really think they could have denied that one, but they decided not to. All the pieces of infrastructure for Mates in 6 gone in just a couple of minutes, and what a fantastic passage of play from zSWY.
Yeah, what a song by the Naga. Like, she could have used it to save her life up on top before when she got ganked in the river, but she waited, she held it, and she cancelled the Weaver and the Fury on TP as well. But if Fury
And
got
that
killed
means
there,
the tier 3 went down just because of that move.
Well, they just traded 3 towers. They got tier 2 on mid and bot, and tier 3 on bot. So one more misstep from MI6, and that's a rack's gone.
Yeah, for sure. Of course, they do have Nature's Prophet and the Boots of Travel Invoker, so they've got the means to split off should they need to. Urn of Shadow is going to go from 2-0 onto Chicane, the tier 3 in the mid. Going to be taking a lot of damage. Chemical Rage, will it be enough to save Tao there? Nice Cyclone. He gets ensnared in the tower range, and it will take him down. Gosu Panda is doing a massive amount of damage with the Desolator. Even Y may potentially fall to him. Last auto attack does get him. Double kill for Gosu Panda, and he still does have the Aegis, as they only traded the Alchemist for that with a nice ensnare, and now the tier 3 will end up going down. That is oh man, these towers are falling like flies as the racks going to be started on. The Desolator going to make it even squishier. Lincoln Sphere going to absorb the ensnare there. The telekinesis will go off onto the Bear. Gosu Panda trying to knock away at the racks. He will not get it before he's knocked into the resurrection state. Cold War going to slow down Ariel. Gosu Panda will manage to get it and try and Shikuchi out of there. He does indeed. Time-lapse almost available as well. Fantastic response from Mates in 6 as Gosu Panda going to continue trying to get out. Jenny narrowly misses the teleport away by, I think it was Kukane. Gosu Panda going to continue sprinting away. Meanwhile, Fumofu was up at the top. He could potentially go for the top tower here, as the zSWY guys looks like they want to go straight for the enemy's base. These tier 3s being traded very quickly as Gosu Panda decides now would be a good time to farm up the trolls, as the tier 3 in the mid not looking the safest for him. Boots of Travel will go off from Aerial. He is here. What does the bear have now? He does have, of course, the Radiance and the Assault Cures. Teleport goes off by the Lone Druid to stop the push at the top, with the Invoker Elementals doing a massive amount of damage. They just get resummoned there. Blink Dagger available on the Alchemist for some more initiation. Lone Druid going to get the deny on the top, so that's all the towers apart from the bot gone outside the base for zSWY. And with so much push potential on both teams, Tonders, this is definitely a mind game, I think, for both teams. Who is going to go for the risky play first?
Well, the zSWY, I called it about 10 minutes ago. They need a gem. They need it.
Yeah, certainly.
If they have a gem, and Timber should be going for a Scythe of Ice, not a Shiva's Guard. It's just I'm gobsmacked. Like it's not over. Definitely not. This is only a mid-rack against a Lone Druid. We saw what he can do to towers.
Yes.
So if a fight goes wrong for MI6 and they don't have buybacks, then problems will be had. But they need a gem for the next fight.
Okay, so we can see Black King Bar being finished up by Jenny on the Night Stalker. Roche is a couple of minutes off respawning. We can see the Hood of Defiance and Plate Mail working into Shiva's Guard on the Timbersaw. Mech has been finished up by iMeteor. The Bear has a lot of items, so you don't need to look at that one. Of course, Blink Dagger going to be finished on the Alki, like we said before. He's going to be able to engage a little bit better now. Blade Mail finished up on Timbersaw, which probably pretty good against the Weaver. With the Desolator, he's definitely relying on the right clicks.
Like I said, I think Gem, Scythe of Ice are the more priority for him, and he's been farming a lot this
absolute
game.
Sure.
So those are definitely the items that he needs right now.
Yeah, because Gosu Panda's just free reign to run around at this point. They really need to try and deal with that. Just sprinting around the map, picking up all the gold that he can on the net worth. Lone Druid 2100, 3000 more than the Weaver. But Gosu Panda's just been doing such a fantastic job. It's almost sickening to watch how good he is on the Weaver. The one I versed wasn't nearly that good and was still a pain to deal with. Night Stalker gonna pick up an invisibility rune. There is an illusion rune at the top. Looks like Ariel wants to go straight for the jugular of the racks there. Looks like they're not regenerating the health. I thought they did slowly, but they will not. Tonders, as Gosu Panda and Ariel may have a little bit of a tussle here.
Yeah, Clash of the Titans on this bottom lane,
Nope.
but yeah,
Ariel says nope.
no.
Not interested.
You might lose the bear here. It's got they're gonna get this. That's Scythe of Ice.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
They're gonna lose 300 gold.
Jeez, that's a big bounty.
Yeah, he could have saved that bear as well. He had enough time to summon it, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, being a little bit too greedy, trying to get those last few creeps on that lane, and it cost them a bear. And if the main six know it too, they're just going to push down this bottom lane. I mean, they're going to fight. They're going to realize they're going to know if they can aim the bear in the next fight, they're not going to have a resummon.
Well, the very last piece of infrastructure that is not defended by a team's walls will be the tier 2 at the bot. A couple of Smoker Deceits picked up by Meteor on the Venomancer. We will be very handy to get the jump on the enemy. I really think zSWY, if they get the engage they want, they're capable of a lot of damage between Timbersaw and Lone Druid, and they got a lot of control as well. So if they use the Smoke of Deceit well, it will be good as Chemical Rage will be popped. Timber Chain goes in from Y, throws out the Chakram. Does a lot of damage to Chicane, who doesn't actually have any abilities. Will he be chased down? Looks like he may, as Gosu Panda going to Shikuchi through the bear and through Y. Stun will go off. I think that was the Unstable Concoction. Chicane going to get the teleport out in time, as Gosu Panda is just protecting the Alchemist at the moment. And the zSWY guys running around the trees trying to find where the enemy went, but they are all gone. They're going to realize that they need to defend the top here, as Fomufu going to be pushing down there. Roshan has respawned. Lone Druid and his bears 33% damage bonus to structures. The bear can knock on the Mate and Six's towers in 7 seconds. That is a good a good point actually, Tonders. I didn't think about. The bear has innate damage on towers. There is an engage on there. The poison over will go off. Song of the Siren will be used, so the poison isn't doing anything at the moment. Fumefu is in here. Teleport goes off from, I think that was the Alchemist, as Gosu Panda going to Shikuchi into the minion wave. Chicane has scouted out the Roshan pit. It is available. And zSWY, they're going to have to contest this one. They can't let it go for free.
Well, they're buying up the smoke now on the Naga Siren, so we'll have to see. Is there a cooldown on it? No, there's no cooldown on it, so yeah, they have to, this Roshan's gone. Look at that.
Yeah, he's getting annihilated there by the tree ants, the forged spirits, everything. Smoke instantly going to be popped there by the Rubik. They're going to jump forward. Ariel is not the easiest person to take down. The bear going to be coming in. The Stable Concoction will be popped onto, I think that was an illusion. The Alchemist going to get bursted down before he can do anything. The Aegis, I think it did go onto Gosu Panda. Chicane going to try and force stuff himself out. Will not be enough. Chakram going to pick up a double kill for the Timbersaw. Lightning manages to sprint out Gosu Panda with a very, very quick double kill. Jenny going to be chased down. Does not manage to get it out, as Ariel going to be trying to run up to play a dodger. Does manage to get the teleport to the base at the last second, as Ariel going to be the focus now. The true form going to give him a lot of tankiness, and the Aegis will be popped by the Spirit Bear as it comes in. Fomufu, does he have Sunstrike available? No, he's going to have to exort it. Does have the Ag Scepter if he needs to pick that one up. The Aegis did go down onto Gosu Panda. Fomufu going to fall lower and lower. Jenny is here, but has been slowed by the Ghost Walk. They don't have a gem, exactly like you said, Tons. They're not able to see this Invoker, as Jenny going to be swarmed on and does end up falling to the Weaver, as Y and the Spirit Bear going to be cycloned up there. The Courier barely going to escape the rampaging Weaver, as Midas will go off from the Nature's Prophet onto the Birdo there. Fomu Frugane pushing at the bot, and gee, when all said and done, there was actually quite an even trade, I think.
Well, all the Timbersaw had to do was drop his Stout Shield and pick up the gem, which is still sitting on the ground at the moment. And then they win that fight. So again, it's those little plays that this Timbersaw is missing out on. He's doing okay this game, but he could have made it a lot easier for his team.
He's making the big plays, but he's missing the little things. So as we can see, the Bear's going to be falling lower and lower. The Ice Wall will go off and slow it down. Nature's Prophet has joined in the fight here, and that will end up going down to the Weaver as Lightning. He can't do anything about this one. Gale not going to do much of anything there. Timbersaw going to take a decent bit of damage from Gosu Panda there. The push going very, very strong at the bottom lane. Urn of Shadow is going to be used onto the Invoker there. The mid and the top both pushing very hard for Mates in 6 as well. They went for an economic build. They fell behind early, but now it is completely in their favor here, and they're even pushing the lane that is pushed up for that is vulnerable for them. Looks like the defense will be successful for now from zSWY, trying to buy some time for the Song of the Siren to respawn. Having a gem would have made 37% of the Radiant's deaths avoidable, says Bloodlock, as Night Stalker will get the bonus for being in the night time. So if zSWY wanted to fight under a tower, this would be the time. The Plague Wards are doing a great job of defending here, although the tower has had about a third of its health remaining, as at the top we can see Ariel doing his best to push that one out. But I think it's just a matter of time, as it looks like Rubik actually has a chakram of his own.
Yeah, it's a nice deal. Easy push. Got the nice slow as well. But yeah, I'm feeling sorry for the supports at the moment on ZWSY. Weaver's hitting like a truck.
Yeah, oh man, there's not much they can do, especially if they get Ring of Trees. There's not a lot you can do. Treant's going to run up and tank the tower enough there, as Boots of Travel will go off from Ariel. Song of the Siren will get popped instantly, gets dispelled, or not dispelled, but cancelled there, as Invoker has been cut off from his team. Y is getting obliterated from the Weaver, has to run out of that one. Lone Druid will take down the Alchemist, but the health bars for zSWY falling lower and lower. The Lone Druid falls down, he instantly buys back his Lightning, going to be obliterated by the Weaver there. there. Invoker almost secured that kill for himself, but he does not, as Y actually manages to get a return kill. So it is a 2 for 2 at the moment. Of course, a buyback from zSWY. Jenny will manage to get grabbed there. Instantly buys back herself as Y starting to sprint out there. Bloodstone giving him the regen he needs to survive. Jenny taking more and more damage. Cyclone goes through, hits Iron Meteor as Y. He's standing in a chakram from the Rubik, and it will end up killing him. I don't think he popped the Bloodstone, but of course it did heal his allies. He buys back as well. This is all for nothing by zSWY. Their next team wipeout will take them ages to respawn. They've got to make something happen here. Swarm goes out by Gosu Panda. I think that was it. That was a Shadow Blade by the Nature's Prophet. Smoke not going to do much. Timber Chain forward by Y. He's got the Blade Mail popped. It does run out now as Invoker will manage to escape. And things definitely looking dire for zSWY, particularly since Ariel's efforts at the top now being negated by the Nature's Prophet.
Rubik walked right past his gem. Poor guy.
Someone pick it up!
Yeah, it's the fate of the game. This guy right here. Like,
Yeah, we'll have to give him an MVP, this Gem of True Sight. For being something made of True Sight, he's not being seen.
Yeah, I can tell you now, if zSWY picked up a gem at 20 minutes, they win this game. 100%.
Yeah.
There's no way
Gem
that
is forever
MI6
alone.
would be in this.
Maybe Bloodlock can be its friend.
Yeah, go chill over there. What, any cool butterflies or anything going on?
Okay, so Daedalus gets picked up by the Weaver. So he's going to be doing a ridiculous amount of right-click damage. They need a gem to be able to see him. Let's see if zSWY have learned. They've got Sentry Wards on Iron Meteor, who's only at the port level 10. We'll have to see at what the bear's packing from Ariel. Just trying to find him now. Where is that bear? There it is. And it has the Black King bar now on the bear, which I guess will help quite a bit against the Invoker and whatnot. As we can see, the Invoker is up at the top. Fu. It's hard because he keeps running around trying to find his name. Roger Dodger being a bit sneaky by farming from the low range. Mates and 6 continuing the pressure at the bot. There has been no racks at the bot going down for zSWY. They've got to constantly defend the mega creeps in the mid. And the tier 3 is at almost perfect condition at the top. So what do you think they got to do here, Tonders, apart from pick up the gem that they needed half an hour
Well, they
ago?
need to take the next Roche fight. They really need to smoke at the right opportune time. Make sure the lanes are pushed out for it.
This will be a cheese Roshan, of course. Which could be
And
very, very handy for the Timbersaw to have to throw out his chakram a bit longer.
yeah, they need to do a lot more focus fire. This Night Stalker really needs to silence the Weaver and then bring Weaver down before the time lapse. Like, that is key. If they can do that, then they should be able to win the fight. But
No,
he hasn't done it
I
all
definitely
game.
agree with you. The what is it called? The Crippling Fear. They need to get the Crippling Fear onto Gosu Panda. As he's now got a Heart of Tarask, so going to be very difficult to take down. He only recently picked up the Daedalus, so he must have been rolling in the gold. He's still got 4,000 on his person as the split pushes for Mates and 6 are around the top. Could get the Illusion Rune, but it looks like he will force staff his way back to the Creeps. Roshan is about 3 or 4 minutes off respawning. Didn't manage to catch exactly when it will be. As
it'll be soon. In the next 3 minutes sometime it'll spawn.
oh, Refresher Orb for the
Who has it?
Invoker.
Ooh,
So
it's gonna be scary.
yeah, he's been doing some really nice ice walls, to be honest with you. He's really splitting the team like, not sure if you know the champion in LoL Rumble, but his ultimate is great for splitting teams up because you've either got to stay separated or cross the wall and put yourself at a disadvantage. So he's been doing some great placements there, and now he can place 2 down should his mana pool permit it.
Yeah, yeah, it looks like they're gonna start scanning for Roshan. They should probably just leave Treants in there, maybe Sunstrike it every now and then. At the moment, it looks like they've pegged zSWY in their base, and it's gonna be they're gonna be able to get a free Roshan, I think, when the time comes.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be down to zSWY to leave their base when it is needed. Gem of True Sight is still over there. Will Chicane see it? This could be the moment of reckoning here. Tons, no, he's going to go over and farm. As Shiva's guard will be finished up by Y, and to give him credit, he's doing a good job at he's doing a good job of getting in the middle of the enemy team, so it could disrupt them quite a bit. should he manage to get the Shivas off at the right time. Only 9 stacks on the Bloodstone. As Chicane going to check once again for the Roche. It's got the maximum. I think it's 11 minutes it'll spawn since the last time. 1 minute 50. There you go. As mates in 6, they definitely want this one. As,
Well, zSWY just smoked up and then stayed in their base for most of the duration of it, so I'm a little bit unsure as to what's going on.
maybe they're being a little bit conflicted on what they need to be doing here. Roche still a minute 30 away, so they've got time to rally and try and get over there to stop it. As Boots of Trouble will be finished up by Weaver, that is a lot of potential to move across the map for the mates in 6. Roshan getting closer and closer to respawning. Of course, it will be a cheese one, with the zSWY guys being forced to stay in their base for the time being. We have the level 2 in Song of the Siren. That is going to be key to shutting down the enemy, getting the Weaver to, you know, if you can catch him before the Shikuchi, get the ensnare on him so he can't stealth, get the crippling fear on him and try and take him down, and try and burst him before he gets unsilenced to pop the time lapse. And, I mean, they've got to do it soon, because Roche, with the Aegis, they're going to have to do that twice. As we can see, that's the bear. It's going to fall to, I think that was Nature's Prophet who managed to last hit that one, who has himself a Monkey King bar. And he's taken quite fast, obviously, with the, also Scythe of Vice. I think you pointed that out before, Ton, but I haven't been taking it into account in these fights.
Yeah, he's been using it every fight, and it's been going really well. Like I said, there's a little bit of miss item choices out of the Timbersaw.
Oh, they tried to go for the Invoker. He will pop the Cold Wall after force stuffing his way out. Roshan is within seconds of spawning, and mates in 6, they know it. They're headed over to him. Is Gosu Panda gonna probably, there it goes, it's going to spawn just as Gosu Panda comes in. He's going to be obliterating this Roche with the 700 crits. Invoker gonna keep the pressure on the base, they can't do much. Vlad's will be finished by the Lone Druid, as Alki gonna be taking a lot of damage from the Roche, but the Treants come in time to tank that one up. The cheese is there, and looks like it will be going on to the, no, it looks like, who's gonna take it up? I think that was Alchemist who got that one, and gonna drop it for Roger Dodger. So, being a good guy and securing that cheese. As zSWY, they've been informed that Roche has gone down. They can see the Aegis is on Gosu Panda. Pipe of Insight, that could be a key pickup in this next fight, but they've got to kill Weaver twice, and they're struggling to kill him once, Thunder.
Yeah, the right click damage is going to be too much. Like, I'm not hating on this Timbersaw just because he's really costing his team the game, but he does the Naga bought a gem. I was informed by Bloodlock and gave it to Timber. So there's a gem. Hooray!
Woohoo!
But it's not the gem. Oh no, the gem's gone.
Oh,
yeah.
It's gone. We missed it getting picked up.
Chicane found it in the end. So,
oh, well, there you go.
So it returned to its rightful master.
Okay. Well, hopefully, if I get to cast with you again, Thunder, we'll need to see if another gem gets to hang out. The longest game so far was 1 hour 38 seconds. Closely followed 53 minutes. This one, oh geez, this is approaching the second longest time. There's, oh, I guess Weaver's fully built now, so he's hit his power ceiling, whereas the whole of zSWY, I mean, they've been getting farm delivered straight to their base, so you got to keep in mind that the longer this goes on, the more they're catching up.
Well, yeah, this Weaver, even though he's farmed as he is, if you get a Night Stalker crippling fear, and then everyone hits the Weaver dies.
Lincoln's will, oh, actually the Lincoln's absorbed the crippling fear, I think there, it did indeed. So that's going to be down for another few seconds, not going to make a difference there. The Plague Ward's doing a great job at clearing the Invoker from the top. I feel like Fomu Fu's just been in the top for the last, like, hour, just pushing that ever and ever. Heaven's Halberd has been picked up. Or Disarm will probably be pretty decent. As Boots of Trouble will go off on bot. They want these Rex, and they're going to go straight for the Jugular here. The Plague Ward's not able to do enough, and Sable Collection goes off on the Y, taking a massive amount of damage. Song of the Siren has been popped. Gosu Panda is in a terrible position. They're going to set up for this one. Poison Nova will go off. Gosu Panda falling lower and lower. Of course, he does have the Aegis. Going to time-lapse all of the damage that he just took. Roger Dodger going to use the cheese to heal up from the bear. He manages to take the Timber Saw down. Aoki going to pick up Lightning on the Naga Siren. Roger Dodger, will he die? He does indeed from the teleport, and that is 110 seconds. And Nature's Prophet is down. The buyback goes out from
GG gets
Ariel,
called.
but GG gets called, and it looks like this is all that she wrote, as Ariel will pop the true form. Gosu Panda still has the Aegis. Looks like Song of the Siren will be used by Chicane there with Rubik's beautiful singing voice. Not much they can do there. Lincoln Sphere will absorb the, I think that was the Void that was attempted to be used there. Gosu Panda going to try and get off. He has been silenced now. He's going to just try and right click out Jenny, and he gets 4-staff out. Aegis will get popped. This could be the beginning of a turnaround. Ariel going to completely ignore him there. Lightning trying to ensnare him up. Cliff Fortification goes off. Lincoln Sphere will absorb. I think that was the Gale. Ariel going to get obliterated from the Invoker and the Weaver. Cyclone goes off. It is a beautiful Cyclone, as Fomufu gonna pick that one up. Meteor goes off to clear the creep waves, and GG will get GG will get called once again.
Yeah, well, all I can say in that game is that zSWY, they were in a really good position. They got a really quick Radiance, and unfortunately they didn't get the timings right. If they got a gem and then pushed down, I don't think MI6 have enough to stop them losing the racks, like at the 20 to 25 minute mark. Like,
Yeah.
Just unfortunately zSWY getting their timings mixed up this game.
Okay, so we will have to nominate an MVP for this game. Who are you thinking, Tonda?
Well, if it's gonna go to anyone, it's probably gonna go to the Weaver. That's
Gosu Panda?
yeah.
Even though he did not the best early game, honestly. He died to Timbersaw. He was kind of given an easy lane and still managed to die when he was being a bit greedy with the farm, but he returned immediately and got a pickup kill.
Yeah, I think he farmed well, and he didn't die. He was 17-13 at the end of the game, so my MVP would go to the Weaver this game.
No, I'd have to agree with you. He did a brilliant job, had almost 10,000 gold at the end. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. We very much appreciate it. We, looks like the Mates in 6 will be playing tomorrow night. Hopefully me and Tonda can be there to pick it up. Remember to support Team Rest, as their poor support's doing all of the hard work for them, so they need all the support that you can give them. And any parting words, my friend?
No, that's it. Just like you said, support Rest, guys. We're a new team, and we're fighting. That's all I can say.
Okay, this is Cold Blood and Tonda signing out.